This is ogbono soup, and I'm going to be teaching you how it is perfectly made. But first, starting from this video, I'm going to be giving a shout out to all my subscribers out there. All you need to do is to comment on this video and tell me where you're watching from, and in my next video, I will give you a shout out. So today's shout out goes to Brenda K. Thank you so much for liking my videos. I really do appreciate it. Let's move straight into the recipe of today. I'm using this Scotch bonnet pepper I got from the Igbo store in my area. It's very hot, so you might want to use a minimal amount of that. Then the palm oil. It gives it a yellowish color. Then we have our chopped onions. We're going to be using it when boiling our protein. Then we have the most important ingredient of the moment, crushed ogbono seed. We also have Okpeyin. This is an Igbo spice that gives extra aroma in soups. It's just like locust beans. There is no Igbo store you go to that you won't get it. So Okpeyin is black in color. I already crushed mine and I soaked it inside water to melt. Also, we have grounded crayfish. I cannot overemphasize the importance of crayfish in this recipe. Moving on is our seasoning. Then we have our proteins. I'm going to be using cow skin here, lots of stockfish and goat's meat, but you can use any protein of your choice. Moving on to the vegetables. Another important ingredient is Uziza leaf. Oh my god, it gives ogbono this flavor I can't describe. It's very magical. And then I decided to add a bit of Ugwu as well. Now let's cook. The first thing to cook are your proteins. The goat's meat goes in first, followed by the cow skin and stockfish. Pour in your chopped onions, start adding seasoning, pour in water and stir. It is important to know that if you are using a frozen fish as your protein, be mindful of how you mix and stir so that you don't end up having a scattered protein. So I'm just going to let it cook for about 15 minutes. In the same energy, mix your crushed ogbono seed with oil. Now our protein is ready for action. I started off by adding water to increase the stock water. Then I added the pepper and okpeyin. Then I gave it a stir and allowed it to cook for about 2 minutes. I did this because I wanted the pepper and the okpeyin to release their flavor into the stock water. After that, I added the ogbono and mixed immediately. If you are using fish, you might want to remove them before adding the ogbono so that it doesn't scatter. You can see that the ogbono began its magic immediately. Give it a stir before adding the grounded crayfish. Then taste to see if it requires additional seasoning. I added extra seasoning to mine. I also realized that the soup was too thick, so I added little water. Now it's time to finish our little magical creation by adding the vegetables. Uziza leaf goes in first, followed by the Ugwu. Give it a final mix before putting it down. Please do not overcook your vegetable and do not cover the soup immediately. If you must cover, make it halfway. I thought of the swallow that will best suit this ogbono soup and I decided to make amala. I started off by putting the water on fire, and once it's boiling, I removed a little from it to be used later. Then I started stirring in my flour. Once I was satisfied with the mixture, I poured in a little of the reserved hot water and covered to cook for about 3 to 4 minutes before finally stirring it. You can enjoy your ogbono soup with any swallow of your choice. If you find this video amazing, please do well to join the Nigerian Foody community by subscribing. Do not forget to also leave a comment and tell me where you're watching from so that I can give you a shout out in my next video. I love you. Thank you so much for watching and I'll see you soon. Bye bye.